Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Far Cry 3. I'm Frenzy, this is Cletus.
Hello.
And this seems like a pretty regular Sunday morning to me.
Darn it, the nightclub's over.
Yeah. From the dark dirty nightclub to the dark dirty cave. What's funny about those little flashback drug trips is you kind of wander off and end up in a random part of the cave. So we're...
Just like I do at clubs.
Yeah, there we go. We're like way over here.
And they just sat there and watched you wander around on drugs.
Well, so they did. Before we head out, I was going to go see if they had anything to say. But, spoiler, they don't. We're sort of getting the silent treatment for our drug trip. Good talk.
That's a lot of confidence she has in you.
Yeah, she sort of stares at you. Lisa doesn't even look at us. She can't even look us in the eye anymore.
So it is a typical Saturday night.
Yeah. Relationship on the rocks. Whatever.
Literally.
Oh.
Oh.
Very nice.
Hello?
Jason, I've tried to reach you many times. What happened?
Vaas captured me. And I made it out with Lisa, but he still has the others. I'm not strong enough to get them out.
You need the power to defeat Vaas. I cannot provide such strength. But there is someone who can. Citra. You are ready. You must go to her.
Who is she?
Citra is the leader of our people. She can guide you to the center. She will reveal your true power. A temple is in the jungle. I will meet you at the gates.
All right. What have I gotten myself into?
Have we met Citra yet?
We haven't, although we have seen her. Just one note, the game made me keep the pistol from the driving section in the last video. Kind of strange. Doesn't happen very often.
Oh, you're not supposed to have it?
Well, I could switch it out, but... Also... God, I hate that guy.
Stupid swordfish.
Fucking asshole. Actually, he's going to be coming in probably next video to do some commentary as well, so... He just had to find a way to come in early. Now, Citra, we have actually seen her before, but there's no way you should have known to pay attention to it. But before we get talking to her too much, I want you to tell me what we know about the Rakyat. Ignore the history stuff I talked about in the exploration video, just from what we've seen in the game.
Well, I know that they're living on the island, and they kind of have a thing with the pirates where they avoid them or try to fight them every now and then.
Sure.
And I know that the dude who woke you up after you escaped gave you talked about being a warrior and helping them, and gave you the tattoos.
Yeah, so that's actually the important part there, the being the warrior and the tattoos. Pretty much both those words are capitalized, like they're capital letter warrior and capital letter tattoo, although there's tatau.
Yeah.
Vaas talked about it a little bit in the big cutscene from last video. They have...
But he said his sister gave him the tattoos.
Yes, so Citra is his sister, although there's some weirdness about that. But the tattoos are very, very important to them. Like, they actually give them power and are giving us power. But the one Dennis gave us isn't as powerful as one that Citra could do.
I see.
So the stuff with Citra is that we saw her on a picture in Vaas's slave camp when we grabbed our equipment. So there was her picture of her face on the wall. I did look at it for a bit, but I didn't say anything. So there's some weirdness there. The one thing you may notice, Vaas doesn't have tattoos, whereas all the Rakyat warriors do. So, the interesting thing there is, he said that he killed for Citra, but he doesn't have any tattoos, and now he's obviously fighting them. So there's a falling out there.
Something's going on.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, in the original E3 footage for this game, Vaas did have tattoos, and they took them away. The sort of... what I feel that shows is he was essentially told he wasn't good enough, he wasn't worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole fight with the Rakyat is essentially him trying to say, look what I can do, type of thing.
Being all butthurt, but not getting a tattoo.
Yeah, pretty much. But he still believes in it, which is why he, feels that we are such a threat, and he still said, one of us.
Oh, why'd you avoid those people?
Well, I thought it was just two bad guys, but then I saw they had hostages, so I felt bad.
Well, that's pretty considerate of you.
Yeah, but they don't even stick around to say thanks. They just booked it.
Here. Could at least given you the old head nod.
Yeah. Now, the weirdness with Citra and Vaas is,
I like the broken glass on the outside of that beam, sorry.
like our windshield, you mean?
Yeah, to the far left, where there's no glass.
Anyway. The bios for Vaas and Citra in our menu or whatever, they have different last names. So there's a little bit of weirdness there as to whether or not they are actually brother and sister. Holy shit, a bear.
Well, maybe it's more in the spiritual sense.
And it may be. Not really a big deal, just one of those sort of weird things, like, is he talking shit, or is he completely crazy, pretty much, which he is.
Mm-hmm.
Also of note, this was a wrong turn I made during one of my test runs, but I thought it was such an awesome little path I had to use it.
Show off your driving skills?
Well, at the end of the video I have some of how my driving skills went.
Uh-oh.
So not so good. And just sort of one of those weird, unlucky, random things here. This path happened to come down in between two pirate patrols. Both of them close enough that they can see me and attack me, so I get kind of screwed here. End up doing a lot more combat than I expected to for this video.
Just got pistol whipped, or AK-47 whipped, if you will.
Doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
No, it doesn't.
But you may have been able to notice quite a while ago we entered enemy territory. And this is one of the things about enemy territory and why getting radio towers and outposts is so important, is there are a lot of pirates. And you may normally only run across one or two at a time, but stuff like this does happen where, that was like a dozen guys or so.
Yeah.
The one downside, I guess you can say, is once you've unlocked all the outposts and radio towers, you don't really run across bad guys anymore. So when I play my main game file that I've already beaten, I don't really get random battles and stuff. It's just sort of me driving around a perfectly safe island, which isn't really any fun.
A nice serene island.
I guess I still occasionally, find a tiger to fight or something. It's just, it's not the same.
Less excitement.
Yeah, I mean, all I have left to do in that game is find collectibles and stuff, so I don't even know if I'll go back and do it, but it feels over. There's not a lot of drive to keep playing that file.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I wasn't gonna fight these guys, but at the end you'll see one of the sort of, I guess, bloopers. I tried passing and not fighting a group of guys, and it came back to bite me, so I decided I'd just take them out.
That's fair. Pew, pew, pew.
Got a headshot from there.
It's pretty sweet. I like the random headshots.
Mm-hmm. I guess now that I think about it, one more thing I can say about Citra is, even from the start, Dennis never struck me as the leader. Like, he doesn't seem like he's commanding the troops as much as
supporting everyone.
Yeah. He does sort of sometimes tell people what to do, sort of like a lieutenant, but it never struck me as like they were really listening to him.
I would definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Citra, on the other hand, as you can see, we're going in to meet her. She commands respect. Let's just put it that way. You'll see what I'm talking about right here.
Perfect. And she lives in a temple.
Yeah, this temple is actually really cool.
Nice.
Jason, stand still, in plain view. No sudden moves, okay?
Dennis! Who stands beside you?
A young warrior, here to be presented to Citra.
Proceed!
Follow me. Over here. Stay close.
Yeah, I really like the design of this temple.
Yeah, it's very
very
cool, very ominous.
This is one of those locations in the game, contrary to what I said in the last video, where you cannot come in here usually. It is locked off. The guards in here also have different skins, outfits, I guess, than most of the Rakyat. But they don't have a unique dialogue. They still say, hey, what's up, bro? It's kind of funny. Sometimes, anyway.
Dennis, you brought an outsider in here?
I found the one who will not fail.
Get back!
Berhenti! Let me see your arm.
This is Jason, the one I've been telling you about.
Hi.
Did they teach you to speak without permission in America?
No, I learned that in France.
Senapang ke bawah. We're brave to joke in the face of death. Fine work. I'll give it back to you, but I cut it off. Thought you liked jokes. Very few outsiders have seen this temple. The inner courtyard fewer still. Why are you here?
I need the strength to defeat Vaas and save my friends.
Is that all? I will not command my army for you. You are a lamb. Not one of us.
Well, then I will become a warrior.
Very funny. Please leave.
He took my brother.
Busted.
And I will do anything to get him back.
Berikan saya herba. Bring me what has been lost. And we'll talk.
Wow.
Yes, Citra saw the fire in you.
And what does she mean, bring her what has been lost?
Drink, and you will find an answer.
Is this stuff dangerous?
You are speaking out of fear. Do you desire the power to save your friends?
Yes.
Then drink. We spend our whole lives holding back. Imagine how quickly you can succeed if you just take what you want.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, 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 oh,
So, that's right, we got another drug trip here.
Hooray!
This one is actually... I love all the drug trips in this game, they're very cool.
Wait!
This one gets a little bit more interesting, so I think we're gonna do what we did last time and just shut up and enjoy the trip.
That's what you gotta do. Embrace it.
What?
I'll take your bloody if you like my main rare. He's some fucked up poor player.
You are so close to the end. Come on! End it! You want to work for me, kid? You have to follow my rules.
I saw my friend and my little brother Riley. And then I followed a man in a white suit. I saw a shanty town, a bar. It was dark and dingy and
And an ancient knife?
an ancient knife with a decorated blade. How did you know?
You talk in your sleep? There's a shanty town to the east in Pirate territory.
Okay, then that's where I'm headed.
Oh, but the town is big. How are you going to find a knife?
Simple. I'll start with the man in white.
That does sound pretty simple.
Well, it's easy when we get a nice little marker telling us where to go.
True.
My friend.
So, I was really surprised. I wanted to go over and see if I could get a look into the inner part of the temple, and the guards don't even try and stop me. The doors don't open, but I expected them to have some dialogue that sort of says, "Hey, stop that."
Should try asking one for a boost.
but you can't see anything. Oh well, maybe another time.
Kind of weird that they don't, though.
Yeah. But we have a quest. I mean, most of the game we have missions, and our main goal is always to find our friends, but right now we actually have, we have a quest. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. And for a neat blade that you saw on a drug trip, no less.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the drug trip, there were some interesting little hallucinations there.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Some weird-ass stuff.
Hmm.
But they're really cool. I love the trees popping up.
Yeah, I really want to know who at Ubisoft or whatever said, hey, we could do this in our engine. Let's make really messed up, like, drug trips, basically.
I don't know who at Ubisoft loves LSD.
Yeah, I suppose that's another good question. Anyway.
They might be the same person.
Yeah. So that's the end. We're going to wait a little bit before we actually head out to that shanty town. We got some new skills unlocked. We'll deal with those. And next videos are going to be, we're going to deal with the side quests near Amanaki Town. And I think we're going to do another exploration video, because we got a lot of ground to cover.
Sweet.
Yep, now let's watch my screw-ups.
Driving fails. What is this, Russia?
It's better when I try and correct it. I was actually just going to sit here until I died, but it actually takes a surprisingly long time. Anyway, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you later.